Manson was able to speak in a way that engaged those who felt marginalized or alienated. Newsweek's Melissa Matthews contends in an article titled, "How Murderer Charles Manson and Donald Trump Used Language to Gain Followers." She then quotes a former president of the American Psychoanalytic Association, Mark Smaller, who tells her, "Our current president speaks in an emotional or affective way to large numbers of people in our country who feel a kind of alienation or disconnection from the government. Yes, leaders persuade and water is wet. But Donald Trump is not. Charles Manson is not Donald Trump." The people playing cheerleader to Charles Manson in 1969 appeared very different from the people wearing Make America Great Again hats in 2016. One gleans the opposite impression from Newsweek. "I fell in love with Charlie Manson the first time I saw his cherub face and sparkling eyes on TV," Jerry Rubin of Chicago 7 fame proclaimed. He made the pilgrimage to Los Angeles County Jail to rap with Manson for 3 hours. The disruptive tactics Rubin and his 6 co-defendants used in their trial in the Windy City Manson and his 3 co-defendants plagiarized in their trial in the City of Angels. "His words inspired us," Rubin reflected of the serial killer. "Manson's soul is easy to touch because it lays quite bare on the surface." The Weatherman, who as students for a Democratic Society members rioted with Jerry Rubin in Chicago in 1968, idolized Charles Manson in 1969. Like Manson, they read too much into rock lyrics. They named their group and manifesto after a lyric from a Bob Dylan song, just as Manson imagined his mission as instructed from the Beatles' White Album. In honor of Manson, a Weatherman cadre named themselves the Fork. Others in the group adopted a split-fingered greeting to symbolize that forked Manson family member Patricia Krenwinkel stuck in the stomach of victim Leno LaBianca. Bernardine Dorn, a real cheerleader turned Manson cheerleader, told her fellow Weatherman, "Dig it, first they killed those pigs, then they ate dinner in the same room with them, then they even shoved a fork into the victim's stomach." Wild.